Hello, all. As you know, uh, air conditioning season is over. Thank God, because I'm all air conditioned out for the most part as far as working on it goes. I'm looking forward to taking a nice break until springtime, with anything to do with them, to be honest with you. I'm just going to do a quick one this here heater because last year when I put it in, I said I was going to do another video on it, but never got around to it because the bathroom took forever to finish, as you can tell, but it's finished now. I'm happy with the way everything turned out. There's my buddy. Here's this vintage, new old stock electro mode heater, 1500 watts, works great. Had a 1500 watt baseboard in here. The one in the bathroom actually did work, as do the baseboards in the bedroom. I still have baseboard in the bedroom, but as far as the living area goes, he likes it. But yeah, anyway, blows out pretty good. 140 some, 120 some degrees, 134. The air in the bedroom getting sucked in is about, it is 80 degrees in here. Holy shit. All right. It's pretty quiet running machine. Runs on a thermostat. I usually keep it in the middle. Then I turn it off at night. But yeah, 1500 watts at 220. I believe it's 1500 watts. 220 volts I have running to it. If you can read the nameplate at all. 1250 watts. All right. Yeah, fan force. I try to keep it clean. Be nice if I could find a way to hook a filter up in there. Maybe like one of those metal mesh ones. Alrighty. Out to the living area quick. I got my whole entranceway redone. I'm very happy with the way that turned out. I'm eventually going to rip the baseboards out, but I want to see how everything turns out, you know, when it gets really cold. This here is a 220 volt, 2000 watt max when I have it, when the heating element's all the way up and the fan's cranked all the way up. Everything on it is touchscreen. It's fucking awesome. I can program it 7 days a week programming. And each day, 24-hour day has its own setting, and I can program that. I can separate the day into 4 sets any way I want. Like for example, I believe I have set 1 is 6 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock. I have it amped to have I have it set up to amp the heat up to keep it warm. Then around 9 o'clock when the sun starts coming out, I have it lowered a few degrees. And then I think 5:30 p.m. I have it programmed again to amp the temperatures up. And then at 11 o'clock it's number 4, and that will drop the temperature back down. I think I have it 69. I think I have it programmed into. So yeah, each one of these baseboards is 2,000 watts alone. I had 4, and that one in the kitchen, the big one out in the kitchen here, is 1,500 watts. So that's 7,500 watts of heat, and it didn't do a very good job anyway. I have this heater here at 2,000 watts, 120 volts, and I also have this guy out here. This is a 1,500 watt one I bought last year. I think it looks cool. It's a fireplace. See what that blows out. Yeah, I'm probably reading the actual element itself. Wonder what it actually blows. There we go. Realistically, the air coming out's about 123 degrees. And that works good. I can program the flame, different fires. You guys should keep F3 usually. On and off. I can set a timer for how long I want the run for. 1 hour, 2, 3. Then it shuts itself off. I usually have it set at 0. Is your temperature say 78? Put it on 76 should be good enough. And this one and the wall heater both have a remote, but I'll show you more on this one quick. I can also, now it'll go back to the program setting after the time runs up, but I can go like this, and let's say I come in and I want to heat up a little bit, I can. See, that tells you how many heating elements I have on. That's your light. You can change it to turn the display off. I obviously want it on. That right there means it's not in automatic right now, and that's how many fans. That's how what your fan speed is to pump the hotter air out. This thing blows pretty good too. Now, granted, that's to pump the heat up, so it'll take a few minutes for it to blow excessive. There you go. But yeah, so generally I had a 1500 watt one and a 2000 watt one on. So at the most, I'm using 3500 watts an hour. So I'm saving money, and so far I'm noticing that it actually does do a good job, a better job than the old baseboards did. So hopefully I can just get away with using that. Now the real test is going to come when it cools down, and put it back to 76 for now. Yeah, the real test is going to come when it gets like into single digits and shit like that. Let's see if it can keep up. That's why I'm keeping the baseboards in for a backup in case something happens to that. Now, there was a 110 volt model too. I got this at Home Depot for $250. The 110 volt model and the 220 model are the same exact price. The only difference is the 220 model is 2,000 watts, and the 110 model is 1,500. Same function, same everything, same look. The only difference is 500 watts more for 220 volts, and generally speaking, 220 is usually more efficient too. Less amperage to get the job done. Oh, and I also have one more. Hold up 1 second. I'll pause for. Now this one in here, let me turn the light on in here. This one here is the basement bathroom that I was using when I was getting the upstairs main bathroom redone. I still have to redo this one too. This is in the basement, kind of crappy, messy, but you know, everything in here needs redone. Oh shit! Oh, that didn't feel good. All right. This one here, I believe, yeah, this is another 1250, just like the one upstairs. It's identical. It's the Singer version, which I guess, yeah, by Alex remote. I guess the Singer versions have the silver front. It's off on, thermostat, same deal. Sucks the air in, blows it out. I don't really use it because we're not really down here that often. This one blows just as good as the one upstairs did. This one wasn't new old stock. This one I actually bought used. But like I said, I figured I'd show it anyway. And once I redo this bathroom, I will keep this heater in here too. Yeah, just figured I'd do a good heat video. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to hit me up.